Talk to me about ribs. The British Bulldogs were legendary for their ribs. So was Owen Hart. Did you ever see those guys pull any ribs together? Were they ever get their gusto up to do one on you?
No, I think one of them. I'm not sure who did it. They saw my briefcase in the back, and they padlocked it to the top of the plumbing of the dressing room.
Oh,
So I had to get somebody at the end of the night when I found out where my briefcase was to somebody from the building to come with bolt cutters and and a tall ladder and get my shit down. I don't know which one did it. I don't know if it was Owen. Oh, well, Owen's ribs were generally good natured.
right.
They weren't real harmful. They weren't getting their suit cut up like Terry Taylor did that one time. Things like that. Somebody taking a dump in the King's Crown. It wasn't mean spirited. Uh, but the Bulldog and uh, Dynamite would do some pretty stiff ribs.
Right.
And luckily for me, I avoided that. But everybody didn't. They want to rib you, they're going to get you. And nobody was protected. Hell, Owen used to rib his own dad. So some of those conversations were absolutely hilarious. Yeah, I mean, because Stu didn't know who was on the phone. He
Right.
didn't think he didn't know it was Owen. That was Owen's. He was brazen and funny and great spirited. I'm so glad that Tony Khan and thanks to Chris Jericho have kind of been in the bridge between wrestling and Martha Hart and her kids and her family. I can tell you one of the I have not done anything uh, more emotional than going back into the green room when on that night that at AEW and seeing Martha. Sort of I wasn't going to cry, and I did. It just brought the memories just flooded in, and I
Yeah.
still care so much about the business and so forth. Maybe sometimes I care too much. I think sometimes I do. But in any event, it was just a emotional as hell scenario, and I understand we're going to move forward with that Owen Hart agenda in 2023, which is coming up sooner than we think. So I'm really happy. That was a great thing. The Brody Lee night was very emotional. Obviously, acknowledging the death of one of our favorite people, a big time team member of AEW. But the other one was a whole different ball game that goes back long before AEW was even a brainstorm. So I'm really glad we did that, and I hope that it continues for years to come. The Owen Hart tournament and so forth. It's real good. So I was happy to be a part of it, and I was happy that we're AEW as a family is a part of the Martha Hart family now, in a wrestling perspective. That's a cool picture right there.
Yeah, I hope you're checking it out over on YouTube. We're trying some new things with the way we produce the shows, and so we've got some cool little companion piece photos here for our topics as we scroll through. And